Today, I really decided to challenge myself, work with several colors, and I picked a color palette that I would usually never pick for holidays or closer to Christmas. It's very unusual, it's not your classic colors, but I'm very excited to experiment and see how this install will look like. So I am working with Calasan and Sempertix balloons in different colors and different sizes as well. First things first, let's start with Calasan. This is olive color 10-inch balloons. I have 2 bags. Then I have several bags in white sand, 11 and 5-inch balloons. I have a whole bunch of metallic rose gold, 11, 5, 18-inch balloons. And as an accent, very unusual for an accent color, but it's gonna be black and 5-inch balloons. I might change this into something different, but this is my original idea of a color palette that I wanted to use for this install. Let's inflate. Let's see. On my table, as you can see, I have 2 balloon inflators. Like usual, my electric balloon pump to inflate 11, 17, 18, 24, 36-inch balloons, any latex balloons, including 5-inch balloons. But for today's install, I really want my 5-inch balloons to be the same size, every single balloon. So that's why I will be using Legenda to inflate my balloons to exactly the same size. So let's start inflating our bigger size balloons. Grabbing 2 11-inch balloons, and I want to inflate them into the same size. Why I want to do that? Because I later on want to combine these same size balloons into mini balloon garlands and then mold and construct my construction with those mini balloon garlands. I usually go for an organic looking clusters right away, but this time I want to try something different. I want to experiment. I want to include the whole wall or most of the wall behind me, include the ceiling, create something organic but structural at the same time. So inflating into the same size. Balloons can have a slight difference. You don't have to measure them like super the same size. They can have some difference, not a big deal, as long as they look somewhat same size. I have the second pair over here, and then I am intertwining 2 pairs together into a quad like this, repeating this process with the rest of my balloons. So let's keep it inflating, and I'll be back very soon after the whole inflation of all the balloons. I am done with white sand. Now I want to work with metallic rose gold and 5-inch. I set up my Legenda to 0.8. I will be inflating them into pairs, and then I will take 2 pairs and I will intertwine them into quads like these. These are such a pretty color, but working with metallic balloons, it's a little bit challenging because they are not as stretchy as your regular latex, and you will need to, use your fingers more than with regular latex balloons. You will definitely feel that strain on your fingers after metallic or pearl balloons. Okay, you guys, so I just discovered that I had another color, and this is a reflex rose gold. So I have metallic and reflex. I have metallic in 5-inch balloons, and I have reflex in 5-inch balloons as well. I just accidentally mixed all of them together, so I'll pick through all the 5-inch balloons. As you can see, I already pre-tied all of my quads into mini balloon garlands. I really try to make lots of different mini balloon garlands in different colors. I have 3 quads tied in together, 2, 4, 5, 6, and so on. I did tie all of the quads together by the necks of balloons like I usually do, and now I am ready to create something really cool. I hope you will enjoy this color palette as much as I do, because the more I look at these colors together, the more I love it. So without any further ado, let's go, let's mold this, let's create. With this technique, working with mini balloon garlands and constructing a setup, you literally painting with balloons. Like literally, this is how I feel when I am using this technique. So I am grabbing long or any size mini balloon garlands from each color. I like to alternate colors, and creating a base by tying necks of balloons together. Okay, this is my base. Now I am ready to see how I want to place like a piece of a base, and then I will go off of that piece and I will construct more of a base. I just need the guidance where to start and where to move. So with this, right now it looks pretty straight. You can absolutely move your balloons and give your garland a little bit more shape. So we came from this straight line to something with an angle like this. So it's up to you. It all depends on your creativity, on your vision, what you want to do. Even though when you're going to be adding extra mini balloon garlands to the base, you will create the shape, but in my opinion, when you're kind of like breaking the balloon garlands, you will help out to bring out that shape even more. As you can see, I added a second balloon garland. The only thing I did here is I flip-flopped the colors. I started with stone, then green, and then rose gold. I took the rose gold to the stone and I tied necks of balloons together to keep them together, joined together. I used command hooks to attach my balloon garlands to the ceiling here and here. I used command hook behind these balloons and right here as well. Right now I am happy with the placement of command hooks. I feel like my base is very nicely secured and it's not going to weigh down under the weight of extra things that I think I will be adding at the end of this construction. Make sure your base is very securely attached to the surface that you're going to be working on or with, because if your base will fail, then the whole structure will fail as well. So let's continue. Instead of leaving rose gold balloon garland hanging straight down and continuing this section, I decided to tuck in the rose gold balloon garland behind the green, and I attached that rose gold to the behind of the green with necks of balloons. Absolutely love how this hides behind the green, but it peeks out over here, just giving the right amount of rose gold peeking on top. Really pretty. So I tucked in this little balloon garland a little bit underneath the rose gold. I attached it to the green up top and to the bottom sand, so it all connected. Now, just because there's a lot of sand color going on, I really want to incorporate green again. So I am grabbing a longer balloon garland, and I think I want to attach this one right on top of the sand, like breaking the sand in half and twisting it and letting that green either fall down freely or take it to the wall. Haven't decided yet, so let's attach it first. Going back to really attaching or securing our balloons to the wall, Just because I tucked in this rose gold behind, we don't have any support and everything is very wobbly. So I'm going to be adding one more chameleon hook right behind the rose gold, so rose gold can sit nice and tight on the wall. Okay, let's mold this one and figure out what we want to do. I feel like I want this balloon garland to go straight to the wall. I don't want it to go down or to the top. I just want to start another section of this install. Right now, I'm literally constructing this as I go. I am creating without a plan. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's better when you have a plan, vision. Today, I am literally challenging my brain, my creativity to create something on the spot, being just solely inspired by the color palette. So I am grabbing another chameleon hook and attaching this one somewhere over here. Just had a sudden idea of adding sand right to my rose gold behind and take this whole thing to the side. So let's try that out. I want to elongate this section and take it to the floor and blow it up with the rest of the balloon garlands. Now it's time for me to add my chrome balloons. So I am grabbing these little clusters and just adding them all over the balloon garland where I think this color needs to be, where this color will pop out more and will add something different into the section of the balloon garland. Rose gold 18-inch balloons. I had them, but I didn't include them into little mini balloon garlands, so I decided to inflate them separately and attach them by using a rubber band. So this is what I am doing. I am grabbing a rubber band, folding the rubber band in half and wrapping over the balloon knot. Just like that, opening up one side and feeding other side of a rubber band through this open side, tightening the rubber band around the knot. And here we have a loop, and we can loop over this balloon to any spot on our balloon garland. I am keeping this color to exactly the same color in my balloon garland. For my next step, I really want to work with our accent color, which is black, which is very unusual for Christmas, but I really want to avoid placing it on the green, even though it pops on the green, but it reminds me of Halloween. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try to do something like this. So we'll see. So let's attach it. I am using my rubber bands. I know this setup is a lot to handle. It's a lot of things happening, but in this situation, I feel like the more the merrier, or go big or go home. So I really want to try to add these candy canes. I know. I'm feeling extra today. So I want to try to add them maybe like this, and maybe even this. I am grabbing my glue dashes and I am I think I will be gluing them down, even though I can use a 260. But we'll just go with glue dots. Today we'll try it out. Me won't be me if I wouldn't add any type of greenery or flowers into the display. So I decided to just go with the simple greenery with a little bit of snow. So I am simply pushing this greenery between my balloons. And this will give you even more detail and even more prettiness. Greenery and flowers can transform your setup to another level. Absolutely love using anything floral, anything greenery, like in my displays. To inflate my candy cane balloons, I will be using a hand pump. Why a hand pump? Because hand pump is very gentle and it will inflate your balloons without ripping this plastic insert that holds the air inside of the balloon. If you will be using an electric balloon pump is very strong, it's very powerful, and it can rip the insert and your balloons will start to deflate. So, safer, a hand pump. That's all I have for you guys today. This is my final setup. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this color palette as much as I did. This color palette really pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I really let my creativity and my imagination work without a plan. So that was great as well. I will link and list every single product that I used here in the description under the video. Also, if you have any additional questions, leave them in the comment section below. I will try my best to help you out. And yeah, you guys, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you back very soon. Bye!